Do we do intros again?
Yeah, we're going to do the opening bit, which I have a great idea for it. Actually, no, I don't have a great idea for it. It's just something that happens naturally. Normally, I'll just go and talk long enough, or I'll actually do the intro, like talking about how Dodger met Oleander. They fought a werewolf that was trying to kill them, and then they made their way to a Vishtani camp and got their fortunes read, but the fortune telling got interrupted by a loud.
I would like to see like a like like an animal whisperer type character, like one of those like Jackson Galaxy type figures, but for werewolves.
Mm-hmm.
Just I would very much like to see one of those in existence. Your werewolf is acting out because it's not getting enough stimulation. It needs toys in its enclosure. Perhaps like a treat ball.
Ooh, a treat
Yeah.
ball.
Full of like pizza rolls.
Fair.
I want a treat ball full of Totino's pizza rolls.
When pizza's on a bagel, werewolves can eat pizza anytime.
Yeah, werewolves just going crazy, like
Yeah.
trying to suck the peanut butter out of a Kong toy. Are those Kong toys?
Yeah.
I don't own a dog.
Yeah, one of those cone things, the ones that look like giant eclairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, roll the music. You Pavloved me.
Now you have no choice but to do 4 more seasons.
Oh no.
Fuck. This is how he got me the last time.
Yeah. I multiversal queued you. Eventually, all members of Exiled will just be part of RPG Pals Club.
Eventually.
Wait, is there a new... Holy shit, I found a new lever on my chair.
What does it do?
It lets me move the seat back.
Shit.
Oh. I'm Luke, the Game Master, setting this gothic tale of magic, mystery, and mists. I use he, him, sometimes they, them.
Hi, I'm Sahoni. I use he, him, and I play Dodger Kelly, a wolf boy of sorts who's a cleric of sorts, and is just very confused right now, but he'll get on, he'll figure it out eventually. I think mostly it's just a lot of social anxiety, but it's a new environment. That's to be expected. He'll adjust.
I'm Jen, the guest. I use they, them pronouns, and I am playing Bell Oleander Leitner Aberbach, the aging monster hunter, who's doing fine.
Also a great techno artist.
That was their previous life. Before the ghosts.
The fluorescent skin made you stand out at a rave.
Yeah, absolutely revolutionized the use of the theremin.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 2 cards from the Taroka deck just caught fire, and a loud, scraping, just awful to listen sound. Like, you know the ones that you just feel down your spine?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Like, even thinking about it just gives you the willies. You hear that coming from the outside.
Ah.
What y'all doing?
Honestly, a pretty normal fortune telling for around here.
Shall
we?
Yes. Dodger is going to kind of stroll out of the tent and goes, I swear, I thought maybe I could get a couple of minutes rest by leaving the city, but no, everywhere I go.
So As the two of you head out, you see like the clouds, and you weren't really paying all that much attention before to the surroundings, but you see up on top of a hill, up on top of a hill, you see Castle Ravenloft, sort of just a strong silhouette, like it could be part of a Halloween decoration or something. And above it, you see not something cutting through the clouds, but something seeming to tear through reality itself.
Oh no, Dracula's castle's coming out of the moon? I thought okay. Well, at least it's Circle of the Moon. That's a good Castlevania.
You see what looks to be something piercing through reality itself.
Well, that's new.
It is.
Is it?
Is it, Luke?
Yes.
Would I know what it is? I just did some dimensional travel.
Roll me an Arcana check.
I'm gonna roll one too.
I'm not good at Arcana. I'm not good at religion either, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
14.
13 total.
So, I mean, the two of you have heard of, like, maybe legends of some sort of flying ship? Or, like, maybe some sort of giant dragon people could ride on? How do you break reality that way?
Oh, man. Oh, I should have read those books back at the church.
And as you are looking, Madame Eva comes out and says, "This is not even a bad portent. This is something that I did not see coming at all."
Well, I think that happens a lot around me.
Is the flying thing crashing? Is it just...
So far, you only see what looks to be a blade that has, like, started to go through a hole into this realm.
A blade. Okay. Yeah. I have no way of getting up there, but I think we have some investigating to do away from it. Well, I do.
Yes, I'd like to see how the situation plays out a little longer before running toward it.
Yeah, me too.
So the Vistani seem much more troubled by this than you are. They like start packing things up even though it is late at night, and like as I assume the two of you are just sort of watching, the blade seems to come further into this world, and at a certain point it segments into two sections, tearing a actual hole with space that's something more than the blade can fit into.
Oh, I really don't know if I can deal with that. Okay. Well, one thing at a time. We can break this down. I know what I have to do, and I know that I am gonna need to jump through reality to get back after I do it. This could be an opportunity. This is a pain in the ass. Everything's a pain in the ass.
What do you have to do?
Well, I'm gonna need to get one of Strahd's hands, and in order to do that, I'm gonna have to go hang out with some werewolves and talk to a ghost, I think. And maybe say hi to Death again. Hopefully it's a version of Death that I'm actually friendly with.
You'll have to tell me more about that at some point.
Yeah, some point. Are you coming with me?
We could nick some wine.
Oh,
yes, you're the most interesting person I've met.
Somehow I doubt that.
There's a real lot of faceless villagers here. We'll see.
You pass by and one of them says, "What a terrible night for a curse."
I am Error.
What's up with that one? They're Error.
Did stew time count as a short rest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How does short rest work again? We don't have those normally.
At my old school, we never got short rests. You hit that short rest button, and then you can put in as many hit dice as you want for additional resting and healing.
None. Okay.
Okay, well,
I have to take a long rest.
Did they not? They didn't heal any of my stuff. Boo!
Can I steal some wine before we leave?
I'm assuming I rolled a 1 on my short rest.
Oh yeah, that -1 Constitution Dodger, you fool.
That's fine. Yeah, I don't think he technically rested. I think he's just wired and stressed
Should have had some wine.
Yeah, should have. Uh, well, I don't know where the ghost is. I know where death is, but, I'm in no hurry to go there. But I do know where werewolves are. Maybe I'll have to rely on the wolf part of me. Just a bit. I could do tracking. Tracking should be easy. How hard could it be? If I can do it through a busy city like Waterdeep, force should be no problem.
They are pretty loud.
Yeah.
And tonight seems like a good night to find them.
Yeah.
We can just go back the way we came from.
That was where I was going to start. We did leave him pretty injured, and I'm sure something that big and bulky's just going to crash through any trees and bushes that were out there anyways.
One of the Vistani, who's finished their job of packing, says, "If you are wanting to leave because that seems bad, we can travel through the mist, and the wolves have a pact with Strahd, so they cannot attack us.
Oh, that sounds useful.
We can get you into the mists somewhere else if that is what you desire."
Yes. I would like to. I would like to go talk to. Wait, before I do anything,
Mm-hmm.
do you know who this swamp guy? What was the name? Do you remember?
Master of the Marsh.
Master of the Marsh. Do you know who that might be?
That is. That might be the former burgomaster of Berez.
Okay. Burgomaster versus werewolves. I guess I'm familiar with both of those sorts of people. It's just a matter of which is going to be the best one to take on first. You're from here, right?
We travel, but I have spent time here.
Would you say that this burgomaster is a pretty okay guy? Well, he's a burgomaster. Okay for burgling.
Burgo. It is a word for a small town area.
Oh, okay.
Berez itself is no longer in existence.
Well, that makes it a lot harder. Yeah, let's start with werewolves. Then we can figure out towns that don't exist anymore.
If you seek the Werewolf Inn, that is west of Lake Baratak.
All right. Would that be a problem?
In what way?
Well, getting us there are directions, whichever.
It is several miles by foot.
Well, I think I can do it. How about you? I'm turning to my very pink companion here with that.
Yes.
Okay. Then let's do that. I used to run errands all the time where I'm from. Very big city. Being on my feet's no problem.
He looks and says, "It is about 16 miles from here."
Oh.
And that is if you cut through, which I would not recommend.
Well, then where would you recommend?
Where would I recommend you go now?
Yes. Just generally to orient myself, I guess.
We are near Ser Falls. That's Tser.
Mm-hmm.
The Castle Ravenloft is up on the mountain. If you take the road north here, that will get you to the gates of Barovia, and that gets you to the direction you want to get to if you want to go to Lake Baratak. If you take the other way around, not going around the more dangerous parts, you get to the village of Barovia.
Okay. Well, let's start with the village, and then we can orient from there. I'm sure the village will tell us more info anyways, or maybe there'll be a library.
You are new to this area.
You could say that.
If I overheard you are seeking the hand of Strahd, yes?
Yeah, but I'm still not sure if it's like a real hand or a metaphorical hand.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Okay. 22.
You have a flashback to the Stone of Galore telling you needed to get the hand of Strahd. But as you're thinking back on it this time, that's not what it told you to get. You don't remember what it told you to get. It's sort of just like audio spliced in.
Oh, hand of...
your memories have been modified somehow.
You know what? Let's put a hold on what exactly my goal is. As of right now, my goal is to find out more about this place and more about that prophecy.
And we briefly cut back up to the hole in the sky where another pair of these sort of long blades has started to pull out, and it looks like there is a massive spider of some sort coming through.
Oh, I really don't like that. I don't like the look of that at all. Just once, I want there to be a nice spider. Like a spider that makes pottery.
If you look for Barovia, the Castle of Strahd may be the place to go.
Well, let's go to Barovia then. It seems like everything else we need is there. Maybe we'll find some things along the way.
All roads lead to Barovia.
It seems that way.
All right. And so you leave the Vishtani, who have packed up very quickly, and you start on the road to Barovia that leads you on a winding path through the woods for what feels like several hours.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear wolves in the distance, but it seems as though they are heading towards the castle as opposed to the village, which is where you are headed.
Yeah, we're going to the village, and then from there we're probably going to be going towards the castle.
Sorry, I did not make this clear. The castle and the village are in sort of different directions. The castle's on top of a hill,
Ah,
and the path up to the castle is the opposite way of the village.
okay. Well, I'll take to the village first because I'm in no hurry to jump face first into this castle, especially if I think my memory's been altered with. And every time I mention this guy Strahd, people kind of nervously laugh, like I'm not in on a joke. I don't know shit about this place, but I have enough wisdom to know that there's probably a reason for that.
Fair. Meanwhile, this massive spider ship has started to move closer towards the castle. Do either of y'all want to take a look and give me a perception check?
Absolutely.
Christ almighty.
19.
6.
So Dodger, with your 19, you see things leaving from this ship and heading into the castle. And what also might be like werewolves attacking what's coming out of this ship.
Ooh, looks like we're not the only people that have business with Strahd. I
What?
can't see exactly what's going on, but it looks busy.
What is it?
I don't know.
Never seen anything that model before.
I've never seen a spider that big before.
No, I suppose not that either.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Does it look anything like the sort of stuff around Oi? Like, does it look like Dark Elf stuff?
No.
Okay.
Beyond a spider motif, I posted a picture into the Discord.
Okay. I'm trying to think about it from the perspective of Dodger here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is very much...
This is yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah.
But so Dodger's like, well, it's not elves. So that's one thing off the table.
At least not drow.
And I don't know at least not drow. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
And so you make your way into the village of Barovia.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a very dour and dismal place, but there are very few places in Barovia that wouldn't be. Tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything, and the muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings, and the windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance.
Cheerful.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that most of the time.
Can't say I'm not comfortable, at least. Feels familiar in a weird way.
And so walking in, there's lots of houses, no lights on that you can see. It's early in the morning at this point, though, with the heavy cloud cover. It's somewhat hard to tell. And you do see a tavern, the Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Well, there's one thing I know. It's taverns. and they seem pretty consistent all through the city. Let's hope that applies in different existences.
Let's see how they're feeling today.
And so you come in, and there's a bartender who seems to be asleep on one of the tables. Actually, most of the people are. There's the bar master, there's a young man who is kind of asleep on the table, and those are the only two people in here.
Can I go behind the bar and get us to whatever piss they're selling?
Roll me a stealth check.
21.
Yeah, you're able to like get in through here. So you go and take some wine. That's what they serve here, and the cups are small, but the wine is surprisingly good.
Well, that's good at least. Is there some sort of like community board or of some kind, some sort of like post board of some kind, I guess, that kind of or something that people use for messages or the like?
Not that you can see in here.
Okay, because it's not. So this isn't a big kind of community gathering place. Well, I mean, not that there's much community in a town like this, I suppose.
Mhm.
So I think at this point, Dodger is kind of running over what he has to do in his head. So we have to go see the Master of Marshes, which is in this town that doesn't exist anymore, and ask him about a rose that was plucked too soon.
As you are like going over these things, a man kind of stumbles awake at the table. He's like, werewolf.
Where?
No, no. It's you're just tired.
Oh,
you
haven't-
couldn't see me like gesturing around the face a bunch as I searched for words. Dodger's pulling his hood a bit lower.
you haven't attacked me yet, so I can tell that means you're not a normal werewolf. And you're a very tired-looking person. Sorry, Ismark is my name.
Nice to meet you, Bismarck.
Ismark, not
Ismark.
Ismark. Yes.
I imagine it's been at least an hour now and he's back.
Yes.
Do you have any rooms?
Yes. Do you need you need a place for at least the morning, I assume?
That and do you happen to have a map
Of
the area? I guess
how much of the area?
as much as I can find, probably.
He laughs. Follow me home.
Okay.
And so a weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn, and the right gate lies cast aside while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet, against the walls, the growth has been tramped down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish off the walls. Great black marks tell of fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the walls are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of an evil omen. Home, street home, sweet home.
Kind of reminds me of my own place.
Oh, come in. The interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are the boarded up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room.
Do I know any of the holy symbols?
Roll a knowledge religion check.
Yeah. See if any of my minimal studying at Elephant Church has helped. Oh, 19.
So you see signs of two figures. One of them that you recognize to be the Morning Lord, and the other to be Mother Night.
Morning Lord.
And these are kind of just very regionalized figures.
Right. But I probably recognize at least the rough idea of them from running through that district with all the temples and stuff.
And the symbology, like,
Yeah.
you get enough. Oh, there's a sun and there's a moon.
Yeah, sun and moon. Okay. Those guys are pretty cool. They usually go together.
Mm-hmm. And inside there is also a coffin.
Huh.
It is surrounded by wilting flowers and an order of decay.
Well, I hope it's not used.
Oh, yes, my father, the burgomaster, died.
Oh, the Burgomaster.
Yes,
Of Perez?
of Barovia.
Oh, the Burger Man. This is who we're looking for.
The Burger Man! Why did you mention Berez? It's abandoned.
I I got I had a friend who told me that I should keep a lookout for this. Do you mind if I do something real quick?
What do you need?
I want to see if I can use one of my cool cleric features.
Mm-hmm.
Namely, I would like to see if I could do Eyes of the Grave.
Ooh.
Yeah, which allows me to know the location of any undead within 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
That isn't behind total cover and isn't protected by divination magic.
You don't see anything at first, and then a door opens from the second floor of the mansion, and you sense the presence of an undead.
Yeah. So what happens is when he says this, he takes a deep breath in through the nose and then out through the mouth. And when he opens his eyes are now kind of a ghostly silver.
Mm-hmm.
And he's looking up at that doorway and kind of going, hold on, and going to check where that opening door is coming from, or what opened that door.
You see at the top of the stairs a woman with auburn hair.
Excuse me, ma'am. Forgive me. I don't mean to intrude, but maybe you can help me.
Yes.
Yes, you can help me?
It's early in the morning and you're in my house.
Oh, sorry. Wait. Is this a ghost or a person?
It is a person.
Oh, I point to the door. Were they the one who came through the door?
That's my sister.
Oh.
Adopted sister.
Oh.
Irina, this is, Wolf Boy and the pink lady. Pink person.
Dodger, Kelly.
Can I check my sickle?
Your sickle is not currently activated.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm usually used to places like this being a lot more active. I'm looking for information about Burgermeister? Burgermaster?
Our father is dead.
Oh.
Of Perez.
Of Berez. Yes.
Why do you care about Berez?
Did you know any of the family?
Of Berez, which was destroyed.
Yeah. I consider me a historian.
The Devil Strahd was in love with a woman who died long ago, as the legends say. And
that's it. Okay.
the town had another woman who resembled her, and Strahd became obsessed. And so he sought to turn her into a vampire.
Oh,
And
what a jerk.
yes. So the burgomaster and another priest killed her to save her soul, and in response, Strahd murdered both of them and flooded the river, forcing everyone to leave, turning it into a marsh.
Well, that took a turn I wasn't expecting. Well, this might sound a bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
Would you happen to know where the ruins of that town are?
Yes. Why do you seek it?
I got a tip from a friend. Let's just say that.
If you seek that, then you must go west and walk past Lake Zarovich.
Lake Zarovich?
And then go down south with the Luna River.
Okay. That sounds pleasant.
It is not.
Oh, I should have expected that.
The old Svalich road is full of dangers, especially, less so during the day. Why why do you seek it? What brings you to Barovia?
I'm gonna try to think again and see if I can try to. Is there what got replaced in my head?
Yeah, roll another wisdom save.
Okay. Well, I rolled a 25 on that.
So we get another scene of you trying to flash back and remember what you needed to find, and as you are attempting to recover what you need to get, it isn't the Hand of Strahd. You are certain you did not need to fetch the Hand of Strahd, because
That's a death mission if I've ever heard one.
it really is. But as a result of that, you've kind of fallen into trouble. The three things that need to be found are not what you had been told or what has been rewritten into your memory. Do y'all want to roll me a d6?
Yeah, sure.
Both of us?
Mm-hmm.
2.
5.
And someone else, I need one more d6.
I can do that. Another 5.
What you have been requested to bring that none of the other parties have solved yet is you needed to bring to the vault 3 keys: a beholder eye stalk, a severed drow hand, and a shape changer.
Okay. I'm gonna give me a second because I'm gonna take a note for that.
Mm-hmm.
A beholder eye stalk, a shape changer,
And a severed drow hand.
and a severed drow hand. And I'm just going, oh, son of a. We could have stayed home for that. Someone doesn't want us there. Oh!
And as you see that, you get flashbacks of your true memories where you had fallen asleep in the graveyard and the Xanathar had set up this entire plan to get the entire party out of the way, potentially kill them and kill the rivals.
Those sneaky sons of. Ooh. If I could find that smelly rock again, I'm gonna rub it all over their face. And then I'm gonna put my boot through their face. Oh, I hate them.
And that is when, coming through the door, you see a bald, very tired-looking man who points at you, Dodger, and says, "Give me the Hand of Strahd now. You've got to have it at this point, right?"
Who are you?
You briefly remember him being part of the entourage of people who had shown up in your basement.
Oh.
This is Manchun, and behind him, outside of the house, is a group of Zentarum.
Oh, God. Not those clowns, too. Ugh. Okay, we gotta go.
I'm completely oblivious to what is going on, and it's just fine.
I'm just gonna say to you, these guys are dicks. You'll have to find where I hid it in the woods first, you dill holes.
And how are you going to try and get out of this building where all of the windows are boarded up?
I didn't think that far ahead. Okay. Well, after calling these guys dill holes, as is my right, I am going to see. I'm looking to see if I have any options. Hell yeah. Okay. Very good. I can do this. I want to use thaumaturgy to fake a haunting and distract them.
All right.
I want to. I'm just. My eyes are already glowing silver. No one will know. I want to change the color of the light. The lights. I want to make this sound of whispers or spooky creaking and slamming. Cause the floor to tremble underneath them. All of that, cause all the doors that are unlocked to open and close real fast. All of those things.
So as you're doing this, you get a few mixed reactions. Manchun is a very powerful wizard.
Uh-huh.
And so, this is you doing the equivalent of card tricks in front of someone who has, full-on magic abilities.
Sure.
The Irina and her brother are kind of just like slightly worried and are clutching their weapons that they have.
Okay.
And the soldiers are all outside, so they aren't really noticing this as much.
Let me do all those theatrics for nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, while I try to do that,
What have you done, or what are you doing, Oleander, as you see noises and sounds starting to go off?
Can I use the distraction to slip into the shadows?
Yeah. If there is one thing that is very evident in here, it is shadows.
yes.
It's a 24 stealth check.
Yep, you are not being noticed. So, what are you doing now that you are in the shadows?
I don't know. It feels like a good idea to sort of. I would like to try and grab the woman and use her as a let us out card.
The woman who is just the brother of the guy who brought you to the mansion and is unrelated to the wizard and the soldiers.
Oh,
Is there
okay.
like a back door where they take out the garbage? I'm just asking.
Probably not, because you saw a lot of signs of this building being attacked and did not ask about that.
Okay.
Okay, so the wizard's a different thing. He doesn't come with the building.
The wizard was sent in as a rival to try and get the Hand of Strahd before Dodger, even though Dodger now knows you do not need the Hand of Strahd.
Yeah, we just need a way out.
All right. So, okay, the exits. Do we know where they are?
There's literally just the front door of the house.
Yep.
Or you can try and break through the window that is boarded up.
Yeah. Luke's very forcing this.
No, I'm open to any ideas.
I'm getting
Yeah.
telegraph signals that I should not try to murder this wizard.
Yeah, I have
That he's
very little in the way of big blasty things that can take down walls. So
I mean, I would say this. Dodger knows that you are not actually looking for the Hand of Strahd, correct?
mhm.
That is information. Manchun believes that you are looking for the Hand of Strahd, which he is also looking for.
Sure, but I really don't want to do this. But if he's not
Sure.
reacting and letting us, kind of giving us the opportunity to go free, I think I'm gonna have to trade it to get us out of here. Oh, I hate this. Well, you're welcome to waste your time challenging Strahd yourself, or I can let you in on a little secret. But you'll have to let us by.
Make a wisdom save.
Okay. Nat 20.
He tried to use detect thoughts on you to just take it from your mind.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
And
The clown. There's just he tries to do it, and there's just an angry big black dog yelling at his face when he tries to read it.
All right. What is the secret that will buy me from not wanting to murder you for the Hand of Strahd?
Let me out first, dip. I'm not gonna give it to you for free.
I didn't prepare anything to bring you back from the dead. Fine. And he steps aside, letting you out the door.
That's what I thought. just I'm gonna do like the thug chest to push out as I step by him.
rematerialize and follow.
He's gonna step by, and once he's and he goes, "You gotta wait till I'm on the other side of the fence."
Oh, snakes rule.
Yeah.
He rolls his eyes. You see members of the Waterdeep Zentarum who Kier worked with are there just keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, yeah. Try anything weird, and I'll tell Kier exactly what you tried.
And so you get to the other side of the fence.
Then I'm gonna lean on it, like a neighbor, and say, "You're not even looking for the hand. That was something that got pushed into our brains."
Make another wisdom save.
Okay. 22.
Yeah, that is still enough to save. And because of the way that you said that, you were not thinking of the secret, and so he just looks and says, "Fine, We will leave here then. Enjoy being stuck in here, you idiot.
Well, enjoy not knowing what the hell you're looking for, clown. Bye!
He just grimaces and walks. Just this very frustrated wizard leading a group of people.
Do you know him?
Barely. Enough to know that he's an asshole, and I don't want to help him.
So if you're not after the Hand of Strahd now.
I don't think we ever were in the first place. I think someone set up a trap for me, and for the rest of my friends who are in other places right now. God, I wish there was a way to talk to them. If only there was a way for me to pass a message along. Huh.
They say holding a fingernail.
Actually, here's me not memorizing the entire cleric spell list.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have access to, like, that dream message spell?
Sending or another spell?
I think it might be sending. It's a spell where you can talk to someone else through their dreams.
I believe that might be a different...
Yeah, I think I do not have access to that. I think that's a wizard and a bard thing.
Yeah, sending is a cleric spell, but...
I think it only works on people on your plane.
No, it can be sent across planes.
Ooh, then I'm going to go ahead and say, well, first things first, we need to find some place to spend 8 hours. Like the hotel room, or the inn room that we checked out. That'd be great. I need to prepare some things.
Dee left us back at the house, but
yeah, and
the whole staff was asleep. We could probably just find whatever room's not locked.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Or you're welcome to stay in the mansion that we have.
Oh, we're still in there.
I mean, you walked at the front walked past the front gate, and then everyone else just moved past you.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to just go back to their plane now because they can, and they're just like, fine, we'll leave you.
Sick. Mansion night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, cool. Well, I look at all the sigils on it, and I'm like, it's protected.
And we haven't had any attacks since my father died, so...
Well, that's something, and I don't think I sensed any undead, so that takes care of that. What do you say?
Oh, it looks positively cozy.
Well... then let's stay here. I have some sleeping to do. What? Spells are weird. I want to take the chance to prepare sending, and I want to like send everyone else the message that they've been tricked.
All right, you have 25 words, and because this is the last episode I needed to record for the first half, the rest of the party will be getting these words.
Okay.
When a day or so has passed in their own adventures, so let me know what your 25 words are.
Who set us up again?
The Xanathar?
Set up by Xanathar, not items. Death. Is death trap 1 or 2 words?
1.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. 18. Your friend, Dodger. Smiley face. I will send this to you directly.
Thank you. Christ. And with that message sent, we stop this episode. Wild. Hi, I'm Luke, your game master. You've been listening to RPG Pals Club at rpgpals.club. But yeah, we're available everywhere. If you enjoy this podcast, please let us know. Also, we have a Discord, we have a Twitter, leave reviews. We have a Patreon, but no one really uses that, which, you know, it's It is fine. But yeah, we also all have some other projects. I'm personally on Twitter at Koltreg, that's KOLTREG. And if you're looking for a new show to listen to, I am the producer of the new podcast Tales from the Outlands, which is a podcast about a D&D campaign I'm in with 17 other players, plus our Dungeon Master. So it's the Dungeon Master, one of the other players, and then me as the producer, in a much more reserved personality, talking about this wild campaign we're in.
And I've been Eric, aka Rhythm Bastard. You can find everything I do on my website, rhythmbastard.rocks. You can also give me money by getting my music at rhythmbastard.bandcamp.com and get my new music as I release it at patreon.com/rhythmbastard. By the time you're listening to this, I have a game that I did music for called Retromania Wrestling, available February 26th.
I'm Gina Dazer. You can find me online at Twitter, if you still use it, because it's full of interesting things every day, at Adaser, Adaser. Or if you want to see some of the arts I'm working on, I have Patreon at Jean_Adaser. And, just be good to each other. Watch some episodes of Shinya Shokudo, the Japanese version. It's very good. The ones on Netflix are not the first 3 seasons, so it's worth it to look it up. It's just wholesome, good, slow experiences content. It's just nice.
I'm Sam. You can find me on Twitter at Frunding_Loom. You can also hear me on the Established Property Playhouse as Lem. We are doing a Pokemon Fun Time campaign with our Game Master Luke and our resident Crocodile Madison.
Hi, I've been Sahoni, also known as Gar Atkins, but you can find me on Twitter at Sahoni_stuff. That's SAHONI_stuff, where I work as a game designer and podcaster. You can catch me on my other podcast, Barking Points Memo, which is a current events comedy podcast where we look at the news and then we yell about it, but hopefully in a funny way. You can also catch up with the progress of my almost completely done book, Exceptionals, which is an RPG inspired by X-Men about the spaces and communities that marginalized people made for themselves. And I'm basically just in the art phase right now, so I'm doing a lot of art streams lately. Would be fun to hang out and talk with y'all.
Hi, my name's Madison Rowan. You can find me on Twitter at QuipsterRecrew. Everything I do will be linked over there. You can also hear me on Luke's other podcast, the Established Property Podcast, as you heard before. I play Kaz, and you can also hear me on a podcast I do with my brother called Let's Make Something, a podcast about making stories from randomly generated words.
I'm Jen Overstreet. You can listen to the Marvel RPG podcast that Luke and I made over at exiledpodcast.com. I'm sort of taking a break from Twitter, but I'm on the internet at Street Over Jen. I might post some knitting on Instagram.